Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Prohire Truck TV. Today's quite exciting for me because we're re-showcasing one of the vehicles which I think is going to be a stalwart as we move further into our electric program. And I'm really super excited. I'm also going to be taking this vehicle and delivering it to one of our amazing customers. This is the fully electric Magtec version on an Isuzu platform, 80 kilowatt batteries. And we should get a range of 140 kilometers, which is amazing. We can plug it into a standard three-phase supply, amazing. So not massive infrastructure to put in. And of course, one of the great things about this is we'll be able to showcase a little bit of the journey there, and we're going to get plenty of feedback from a week in the field with a fully electric vehicle. Of course, we do this all the time, and this is part of our ProGreen showcase. And I think one of the great things today is we'll be able to see a number of our team members on site with the customers, changing, plugging in and showing people how these vehicles work. So really exciting for me to be front and centre with the customer today, even in the middle of COVID. So we've got the gloves, we've got the masks, we've got the gel, we've got the visors, but we're still crashing on. So let's head off on our journey, and we'll pick up again shortly. One thing that I'd like to point out when driving this type of electric vehicle, of course, this is on an Isuzu platform, and you know, in itself, it's a really nice, tight, light chassis, and I guess it's ideally situated or suited for this type of conversion. However, you know, it is not the most well-appointed vehicle in the world, and I think, you know, it's certainly it's an ideal urban vehicle. But if you were to travel, you know, lots of distance in this, you'd be a bit bored after a while. I mean, it's got a very basic radio, it's got power steering. It's a bit 1980s, if I'm being honest. But that being said, you know, you need a very strict back chassis type to make this work for you. So, you know, for me, it's certainly adequate for what you want to do on a day-to-day basis with an electric platform. We've been travelling on the M6 now for about 25 minutes or so, and we've come something like about 30 miles. And you know, in fairness, you know, not miss the heartbeat. What a lovely thing to drive. And you know, I've driven, you know, these before on a number of occasions, but it's been a while since I've driven one at any distance. And I have to say, it comes back to you, the quality that's in here, and you know, once you overlook you know, the fact that this is an electric vehicle, you know, this could be anything. You know, it's quiet, it's smooth, it really is going to be a challenge for companies out there today to turn around and say, you know, we're not ready yet to do anything, and we're coming across plenty that are actually interested in giving these things a go. Now, of course, the trouble comes in a lot of this stuff is understanding the immense cost of these things, and of course here at ProGreen we can break that down for you and give you a feel for it. But also what we are doing, and what is key for us, is we're asked all the time about what happens with being green, of course, and what happens after that, what happens at the end of a 5 or a 10-year cycle. Now, of course, you know, a lorry will wear out, but I think the days have gone where companies are going to be, well, I'm going to take a vehicle for 36 months, not electric, you know, not with the capital cost of it. You're going to look at how you roll it out to 6 or 7 years, and probably at that point you're looking at battery cycles dropping off. So batteries will, over time and over the function of time, will degrade, and so an 80 kilowatt battery of today, and assuming 80 kilowatts is what you need to be, by the time you get 7 years out of it, so around 5, maybe 7,000 cycles, that will be probably about 70 kilowatts. So it's going to lose 10 or 12%, maybe 15% of its original vitality. But what we do here at Prohire Green, or ProGreen, apologies, put my teeth back in, is we're looking at projects at the moment to recycle those batteries into a power provider for static storage. So part of our conversation with clients as well is understanding the type of vehicles that you probably want, what your ambitions are, of course, and looking at the powers around it. Well, this particular vehicle we're in today, you know, comes in quite a number of different configurations, and I guess from my perspective, that's one of the key points for the other main, shall we say, vehicle out there right now on with this 7.5 tons is fairly limited in its outlook, shall we say. You know, this is a fully connected vehicle, so you can connect to it remotely. You can have varying lengths of boxes. You can have 16, 18, 24. You know, you can have a temperature control vehicle. You can have any type of tail lift. You can have any kind of caged or tipping type platforms. So no restrictions. When it comes to your standard platform and standard way of working, you can come from 120, 140, 160, 180 kilometres up to 200 if that's what you want. Of course, as you go up in range, of course, it increases the cost, but also the weight of the overall vehicle. On a standard 24 box van with a tail lift, you'd expect to see 3.2 tons, and that's amazing. It is probably the best payload out there for this particular range of vehicle, and that's top class, and that's, you know, down to the work from Magtec and reducing the power, or reducing the need for weight in certain this is a very weight hungry kind of conversion, and for me that's you know, super beneficial. Of course, the fact you can use a 3-phase supply, just plug it straight in and go. You know, again, you know, top drawer, clever stuff, and in fairness, it's clever by its simplicity. You know, some of the OEMs make it extremely difficult for you to engage in this marketplace, having to push you through them, having to do certain things a certain way. You know, you can only have one type. Well, actually, with this, you can have any type you want. You know, so, I'm really pleased with it. So, it's in curtain tiders, box on the tail lifts, tippers, refrigerated vehicles, all at 7.2 tons, all with great payloads, and all with a decent range. And of course, we'll tailor make this vehicle to suit you. And you're not having to sort of like say, well, that's all there is, I'll take it or leave it. So, you know, just thought I'd drop that little bit in there. It's hard to try and discuss all of these things on a 5, 6, 10 minute video, but you know, certainly remember a Pro Green team will be happy to talk you through anything, you know, carbon footprint, all of the things, the savings, the costs, the infrastructure, anything you want to talk about, we'll be happy to talk about it. So, you know, and we love talking about it. You know, it's a real thing. The Pro Green team is here to drive the whole element around alternative fuels, electric, hydrogen, setting you up, getting you started, and make sure you've got the right vehicle. Just give us a call. So now we're out and about at our customers' premises and just delivering the vehicle just to give them a feel, plug it in and work with them how they make this solution work for them, because it's important really at Pro Green, where if we're going to make sure you're in the electric world, you really have to understand it well, and that's including just even making sure you can charge it and take it out and drive it. So we've arrived now, and we're going to take it in and engage with the customers, and hopefully it'll go well. So we've another successful delivery of a demonstrator vehicle on a 7.5 ton platform, and of course the beauty about that is we've got another customer trying the fuel of the future, certainly from an urban delivery vehicle. The problem for me, I've got to walk back to Stoke. So what we'll do is we'll pick this up the next time when we come pick it up, and we'll do an outro to suit and give you some feedback on how it went. But in the meantime, put my coat on, my walking shoes on, and I'll start walking.